Yo, fight fans! Get ready for the ultimate showdown. Elle Brooke and Paige Vanzant are about to clash in the ring. This ain't your grandpa's boxing, it's DAZN X Series. A whole new breed of entertainment where influencers, YouTubers, and athletes collide. It's raw, it's unpredictable, and it's blowing up the internet. DAZN X Series is the brainchild of Eddie Hearn, a boxing promoter who knows how to put on a show. He saw the potential of crossover fights, pitting stars from different worlds against each other. The result? A global phenomenon that's got everyone talking. This is where the sweet science meets social media hype. Forget the traditional boxing hierarchy. DAZN X Series throws the rulebook out the window and embraces the unexpected. It's about personality, trash talk, and viral moments that set the internet on fire. Get ready for a wild ride, because DAZN X Series is here to stay. It's changing the game, one knockout punch at a time. Buckle up, fight fans, because this is just the beginning. DAZN X Series is all about blurring the lines. It's where sports entertainment collides head-on with the raw intensity of combat sports. It's a melting pot of different worlds, and the fans are loving it. We've seen YouTubers stepping into the ring, proving they're not just keyboard warriors. We've witnessed former athletes from other sports strapping on the gloves, looking for a new challenge. And we've seen social media stars using their platform to catapult themselves into the spotlight. DAZN X Series understands the power of celebrity and the allure of the unexpected. It's about giving the fans what they want: entertainment, drama, and a healthy dose of competition. It's a recipe for success, and it's only getting bigger. So whether you're a hardcore boxing fan or just love a good spectacle, DAZN X Series has something for you. This is the future of combat sports, and it's here to stay. Elle Brooke. You know the name, you've seen the face, and you've probably seen her. Other assets plastered all over the internet. But this ain't just another Instagram model trying to cash in on her looks. This girl can fight! Elle first burst onto the scene as a social media star, racking up millions of followers with her bold personality and, let's be real, her killer curves. But she wasn't content with just being another pretty face. Elle Brooke wanted more. She craved the challenge, the adrenaline rush, the sweet taste of victory. And boy, did she find it in the boxing ring. Ella took to the sport like a natural, her social media fame giving her a massive platform to showcase her skills. She wasn't afraid to put in the work, training like a demon and silencing the doubters who thought she was just in it for the hype. But Elle Brooke is the real deal. She's a knockout artist, with a string of victories under her belt, and she's not slowing down anytime soon. Don't let the blonde bombshell looks fool you. Elle Brooke is as tough as they come. She's got that fire in her eyes, that killer instinct that separates the contenders from the pretenders. She's not afraid to talk trash, to get under her opponent's skin, to play the mind games that are all part of the fight game. But behind the bravado, there's a steely determination, a work ethic that's earned her the respect of fans and fighters alike. Elle's journey from social media starlet to boxing sensation is a testament to her drive and ambition. She's not content with just riding the wave of her online fame. She wants to carve her own path, to make a name for herself in the brutal world of combat sports. And she's doing just that, one fight at a time. Love her or hate her, you can't deny Elle Brooke's impact on the world of boxing. She's brought a whole new audience to the sport, a younger, more diverse crowd who are drawn to her personality and her fighting spirit. She's a polarizing figure, no doubt. Some criticize her for her trash talk and her provocative image, saying she's not a real boxer. But her fans adore her for her authenticity, her willingness to be herself, and her undeniable talent in the ring. Elle Brooke is a breath of fresh air in a sport that can sometimes take itself too seriously. She's not afraid to have fun, to embrace the entertainment aspect of boxing, and to connect with her fans on a personal level. Whether she becomes a world champion or not remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, Elle Brooke is here to stay, and she's going to keep shaking things up every step of the way. Now let's talk about Elle Brooke's opponent, Paige Vanzant. This girl ain't no stranger to throwing down. She's a UFC veteran, known for her aggressive fighting style and never-say-die attitude. But PVZ, as her fans call her, decided to trade in the octagon for the squared circle, bringing her fighting spirit to the world of boxing. Paige Vanzant first rose to fame in the UFC, quickly becoming a fan favorite for her all-action fighting style. She was never afraid to mix it up, to stand and bang with the best of them, even if it meant taking a few punches along the way. But after a successful run in the UFC, Paige decided to test her skills in a new arena, bare-knuckle boxing. It was a bold move, a step into the unknown, but Paige Vanzant has never been one to back down from a challenge. She's a natural athlete, with the heart of a lion and a chin of steel, and she's ready to prove that her fighting skills translate to any arena. But Paige Vanzant is more than just a fighter. She's a multi-talented woman who's not afraid to step outside her comfort zone. She's a model, an actress, and she even showed off her moves on Dancing with the Stars, proving she's got rhythm to go along with her fighting spirit. Paige's appearance on Dancing with the Stars introduced her to a whole new audience, showcasing her charisma and athleticism to the world. She proved she was more than just a pretty face, that she had the talent and work ethic to excel in any arena, and she's used that platform to build a massive following, becoming a social media influencer with millions of fans around the globe. Paige Vanzant is a brand, a force to be reckoned with, and she's just getting started. Her journey from the octagon to the boxing ring, from reality TV to the world of social media, is a testament to her drive and ambition. Section 3. A new chapter in bare-knuckle boxing. Now Paige Vanzant is stepping into the world of DAZN X series, ready to make her mark on the world of influencer boxing, and she's bringing her trademark tenacity and fighting spirit to every fight. She's already made a name for herself in bare-knuckle boxing, showcasing her toughness and determination in a sport that's not for the faint of heart. But now she's facing a new challenge, a new opponent in Elle Brooke, and the stakes have never been higher. Paige Vanzant is a fighter through and through. She's got that fire in her belly, that never-say-die attitude that's made her a fan favorite in every arena she's stepped into. And she's ready to leave it all in the ring, to prove that she's one of the toughest women on the planet. Let's be real, this fight was about more than just boxing. This was a clash of personalities, a battle of two of the biggest names in the influencer boxing game. Elle Brooke, the outspoken social media queen, known for her bold personality and provocative antics, and Paige Vanzant, the UFC veteran, the Dancing with the Stars alum, the all-American girl with a killer right hook. These two women are forces of nature, and the lead-up to their fight was nothing short of electric. Sparks flew from the moment the fight was announced, and the trash talk only escalated as the days turned into weeks. Social media went into overdrive, fans taking sides, hyping up the fight, and adding fuel to the already raging fire. It was a promoter's dream, a media frenzy, and a testament to the star power of these two incredible athletes. This wasn't just about who could throw the better punch, it was about who could capture the hearts and minds of the fans, who could own the narrative, who could back up their words with actions in the ring. The lead-up to this fight was a masterclass in trash talk. Elle Brooke, never one to shy away from controversy, turned up the heat, taunting Paige Vanzant with her signature blend of confidence and sass. Paige, no stranger to the fight game herself, didn't back down, firing back with her own brand of fiery retorts. Social media became their battleground. Each post, each tweet, each Instagram story, a carefully calculated move designed to get under the other's skin and rile up the fans. It was a relentless back and forth, a verbal sparring match that kept the hype train rolling full steam ahead. Hashtags trended, memes flooded the internet, and the anticipation for the fight reached fever pitch. Fans devoured every bit of drama, every insult, every boast, eager to see how it would all play out when the two finally stepped into the ring. This was influencer boxing at its finest, a blend of athleticism, personality, and social media savvy that had the whole world watching. Section 3. The Way In. fueling the fire. The weigh-in is always a tense affair, a chance for fighters to size each other up, to stare down their opponent, and to give the fans a taste of what's to come. But the Elle Brooke versus Paige Vanzant weigh-in was on another level entirely. The tension was palpable as both women stepped on the scales, their eyes locked in a battle of wills. Words were exchanged, not all of them suitable for polite company, and the crowd roared their approval, eager for the fight to begin. Then came the face-off, the moment when the cameras flashed and the world held its breath. The two women stood nose to nose, their bodies practically vibrating with energy. It was a clash of styles, a study in contrasts, and a glimpse into the fierce competition that awaited. The weigh-in only added fuel to the fire, leaving fans on the edge of their seats, desperate to see how this real-life drama would unfold in the ring. Section 4. Critics versus fans, a divided audience. The Elle Brooke versus Paige Vanzant fight wasn't without its critics. Some traditional boxing purists scoffed at the idea of influencer boxing, dismissing it as a sideshow, a gimmick, a threat to the integrity of the sweet science. They argued that these social media stars were diluting the sport, that their fights were more spectacle than substance. But the fans saw it differently. They embraced the entertainment value, the crossover appeal, the chance to see their favorite online personalities step outside their comfort zones and test themselves in the ultimate proving ground. The debate raged on social media, in boxing gyms, and around water coolers. Was influencer boxing a legitimate sport or a passing fad? Was it good for boxing or a black eye on its reputation? There were no easy answers, but one thing was for sure. Influencer boxing was here to stay, and it was shaking up the fighting world in ways no one could have predicted. Section 5. Beyond the hype legitimizing influencer boxing. Say what you will about influencer boxing, but there's no denying that it's brought a whole new audience to the sport. Fans who might never have watched a boxing match before were tuning in, drawn by the personalities, the storylines, and the social media buzz. And while some critics might scoff, the truth is, these influencer boxers are taking their training seriously. They're putting in the work, dedicating themselves to the craft, and proving that they're not just in it for the paycheck or the Instagram followers. They're pushing themselves to their limits, enduring grueling workouts, and stepping into the ring with the same determination and competitive fire as any professional fighter. They're challenging the status quo, breaking down barriers, and proving that boxing is a sport for everyone. Whether you love it or hate it, influencer boxing is changing the game. It's making the sport more accessible, more relatable, and more entertaining for a whole new generation of fans. The controversy, the trash talk, the social media frenzy, it all built up to this, the night of the fight. The atmosphere was electric, the crowd buzzing with anticipation. Elle Brooke, draped in the Union Jack, stepped into the ring with her signature swagger, while Paige Vanzant, cool and collected, met her in the center of the ring. The stage was set for an explosive showdown, a battle of wills, a clash of styles. The world was watching, eager to see who would emerge victorious from this highly anticipated matchup. Would Elle Brooke's power and aggression be enough to overcome Paige Vanzant's experience and technical skills? Or would Paige's fighting spirit and determination prove too much for the social media star to handle? One thing was for sure, this was a fight no one would soon forget. The bell rang, and both fighters exploded out of their corners. No feeling-out process here. Elle Brooke, true to her word, came out swinging for the fences, throwing bombs with bad intentions. Paige Vanzant, though visibly smaller, met the aggression head-on, using her footwork and head movement to avoid the early onslaught. The crowd was on its feet, roaring with every punch thrown, every grunt, every thud of leather on flesh. Brooke landed a couple of solid right hands, snapping Vanzant's head back, but PVZ weathered the storm, firing back with quick counters when she saw an opening. It was a wild back-and-forth round, a slugfest that could have gone either way. Brooke seemed to have the power advantage, but Vanzant's experience in the cage showed, her ability to take a punch and fire back keeping her in the fight. The bell rang, signaling the end of the round, but both women were still amped up, exchanging words, their eyes locked in a battle of wills. This was personal, and the fight was just getting started. Round 2 began where the first left off, both women throwing caution to the wind and trading punches in the center of the ring. Brooke continued to press forward, her size and strength advantage evident, but Vanzant refused to back down, showing incredible heart and determination. PVZ started utilizing her jab more, trying to keep the bigger Brooke at bay, but Elle was relentless, walking through the jabs and landing some punishing body shots. Vanzant, though, showed her toughness, absorbing the punishment and firing back with combinations of her own. By the middle of the round, both women were starting to tire, their punches losing a bit of their snap. Still, they fought on, fueled by adrenaline and the roar of the crowd. Brooke finished the round strong, landing a couple more hard shots that seemed to wobble Vanzant. The bell rang, and PVZ stumbled back to her corner, saved by the bell, but clearly feeling the effects of Brooke's power. Rounds 3 and 4 showcased the different strengths of each fighter. Brooke, clearly tiring, relied more on her power, looking for the one big shot to end the fight. Vanzant, on the other hand, dug deep, relying on her conditioning and heart to stay in the fight. PVZ used her movement more, circling away from Brooke's power shots, trying to frustrate the bigger fighter. She landed some clean jabs and combinations, but never seemed to truly hurt Brooke. Elle, meanwhile, continued to stalk Vanzant, landing the occasional bomb, but never quite able to land the knockout blow. The crowd, sensing the fight was going the distance, roared their approval, urging both women on. This wasn't a technical clinic, but a brawl, a display of heart and determination that had everyone on the edge of their seats. As the final bell rang, signaling the end of the fight, both women embraced in the center of the ring, a sign of mutual respect after a hard-fought battle. But only one could have their hand raised in victory. The judges' scorecards were tallied, and the tension in the arena was thick enough to cut with a knife. This was a close fight, one that could have gone either way, and everyone knew it. And the winner, by split decision, Elle Brooke. The crowd erupted, some cheering, some booing, a mix of emotions reflecting the close nature of the fight. Brooke, visibly relieved, raised her hands in victory, while Vanzant, though disappointed, showed her class, congratulating her opponent. The decision immediately sparked controversy online, with fans debating the outcome, analyzing every punch, every round, every slip and counter. Had the judges gotten it right? Had Brooke done enough to deserve the win? Or had Vanzant's heart and determination been overlooked? It was a debate that would rage on long after the final bell, a testament to the close nature of the fight and the passionate fan base these two women had cultivated. So there you have it, folks. Elle Brooke victorious, but not without a cloud of controversy hanging over the result. Was it the right decision? Was it a robbery? Honestly, who really knows? This is influencer boxing, baby, and half the fun is arguing about it afterward. One thing's for sure, both women left it all in the ring. Elle, with her power punching and relentless aggression, proved she's more than just hype. Say what you want about her, the girl can fight, and her victory over a seasoned veteran like PVZ puts the whole division on notice. But let's not forget Paige Vanzant. She fought her heart out, showcasing the grit and determination that made her a star in the UFC. Sure, she came up short on the scorecards, but she proved she can hang with the best in this new world of influencer boxing. This fight was a rollercoaster of emotions, a testament to the raw, unpredictable nature of combat sports. It was a spectacle, a slobber knocker, and a whole lot of fun to watch. The Elle Brooke vs. Paige Vanzant fight was a watershed moment for influencer boxing. It proved that this new wave of fighters is here to stay, attracting massive audiences and generating buzz like never before. Love it or hate it, influencer boxing is changing the game. It's bringing fresh eyes to the sport, challenging the old guard, and creating opportunities for a whole new breed of athlete. But the question remains, is it more than just hype? Can influencer boxing gain true legitimacy in the eyes of hardcore fans and purists? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, As long as there are personalities like Elle Brooke and Paige Vanzant willing to put it all on the line, we'll be tuning in, ready for the next chapter in this wild, unpredictable world of influencer boxing. So keep it locked right here, Fight fans, because this is just the beginning. The future of combat sports is here, and it's coming at you with a vengeance.